Chad, as a boy from Freo, is it always a special feeling coming up against the Dockers?
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, obviously loved it last year, and hopefully we can do the same this year. But it's going to be a big challenge this week. And yeah, we all can't wait for it.
Were you a Dockers fan growing up?
No, I was actually a Geelong supporter, so yeah, a bit different. Dad brought it over from country Victoria, so it's always good to go up against these guys though.
It's a couple of the best young midfielders going head-to-head, Brayshaw and Sarong, yourself and Errol and a few others. I mean, do you look at that battle and relish it going up against them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Sarong's having a massive year this year, and we've all been looking at what he can do. And obviously, we know what Brayshaw has done in the past and has been doing at the moment. And yeah, like you said, Errol and Rowie and I, really relish that opportunity. We can't wait this week to hopefully get it done.
I just feel like there's a bit of extra tension in the game leading into it with both teams 3 and 5, almost like a bit of an early season elimination final.
Yeah, a little bit, I reckon. Obviously, they've got a bit of a role at the moment. Obviously, beat Hawks by a fair bit on the weekend, so we know what they can do. And I think we just got to keep doing what we did for 3 quarters against Collingwood on the weekend. And I think we've shown in patches what we can do, and hopefully we can put it together on the weekend.
You sort of touched on there that you've been doing it well for 3 quarters against Collingwood, before that against Port and a couple of other games. Has that been a focus to sort of run out the 4 quarters and make sure you get over the line?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just as well knowing, I guess, what's worked for those 3 quarters, and then if adapting to change and adapting to what the opposition changes, and hopefully we can do that well on the weekend and do like what we did last year.
Chad, after so many injuries that the team's had, Tom Hickey returns, nice little injection, I guess, of experience. That must be nice for him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's been raring to go. I think each week he keeps going up to Horse and telling him what he can do. But yeah, no, he's ready to go, and I can't wait to see him, his long flowing hair, going on the weekend again.
How vital is his experience for the side, especially with so many out?
Yeah, I think it's great. He's obviously really knowledgeable in the midfield and has a great footy brain. And I think going up against Darcy this weekend, it'll be great to get some 2 big bodies going, and hopefully we can have a really great battle.
Chad, when you're missing so many key defenders like you are at the moment, do you feel extra pressure on the ball to win it out of the middle so it doesn't go down there quicker? Like, is that something you're mindful of?
I think whether we have our key defenders or not, we're always mindful of winning the ball at the source. I think it just makes it a lot easier for the team, whether we have them or not. But we have full trust in the boys that are coming in anyway, and hopefully we can get it going forward.
How's Tom doing? I mean, obviously with the Paddy situation, now Tom misses again. How's he holding up?
Yeah, no, he's doing well. I've went to dinner with him last night and stuff, and yeah, I think he's just had a few little headaches and stuff throughout the week, but yeah, he's actually doing well, and I think we just want to keep his safety and health front of mind as we do with Paddy.
Were you surprised Nat Fyfe was the sub this week again?
I mean, he's obviously had a few injuries in that this year, so I don't know if they just want to keep on top of that. But I think he'll definitely inject himself into the game when he comes, and we got to be wary of him if he does come on, the impact he can have.
Are you expecting him to go straight into the centre bounces when he does come on?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's done that in the past, and I think he's been playing a bit more forward this year, but I probably would expect him to with the fresh legs.
It's a fair 2019 draft flavour in this game, so wasn't there? Luke Jackson and Caleb Sarong, Hayden Young?
Yeah, and there's got a fair few of us, and then I think it's obviously shows all those boys are developing really well, and it's actually great to see as well. All the other boys from your age, especially going up against them, you love doing that as a bit of a rivalry there.
And you were one of the Swans that was involved with by playing banter with Nick Dacos, a few of the Collingwood boys last week. Do you think, you have a view really, I guess, on whether that has much impact, and even if there's still a room in the game for it?
Oh yeah, I mean stuff happens in the game and people get carried away a bit, but I think he's clearly probably one of the best in the game, if not the best at the moment. And I guess obviously if you can try and get a little edge here and there, it helps. But obviously Collingwood did really well to, I guess, play around that and get all their other players helping him out and getting off the chain themselves. But yeah, we just got to try and stop him at times because he's such a great player.
Is that a bit of a once-off, or is there someone you're going to be targeting this week? Like Andrew Brayshaw, or Caleb Sarong, like you said?
Yeah, no, we haven't decided yet, but I guess we always usually have some type of target players, but I guess Nick Dacos was just a bit more on the radar just because of his damage and the speculation that he has at the moment.
Whenever Buddy's in the news, he tends to lift afterwards. How's he been this week, and can you see something in his eye that suggests he might want to come out and have a big one?
Yeah, no, he's been going great actually. There's nothing much that phases him, to be honest. But yeah, he's literally just wants to get back and play footy, so I reckon he's going to have a real good impact.
What about you, Trad? Like, so much talk around you early in your career that you could be a Brownlow medalist and one of the best in the comp one day. Do you try to block that noise out? Do you embrace it? How do you deal with it all?
Yeah, I mean, it's you try and embrace it a little bit, but I guess obviously hearing it all the time's not great for you. And I guess I just got to get back to playing consistent footy at the moment. And I guess I've had a couple good patches here and there, but as with the team, I think I just got to stay consistent, and I think I'm getting there at the moment. But it's just a great, I guess, thing to have though.
As part of that dealing with expectation into a new season, the hype's so high, have you had issues dealing with that at all?
No, not really. I think, obviously, like you said, the expectations do get a bit higher, so I guess maybe last year I probably wouldn't have worried about it as much. But it's something that I love and something I embrace is, I guess, the challenge. So hopefully I can keep on improving and keep going from strength to strength.
Do you have anyone that you lean on in terms of that? Like, the Heathys, the Cadleys, are they been, kind of mentors for you at all? Anyone that you help?
Yeah, definitely. I think Luke Parker's real good for me. Obviously, he's been at the top for his whole career, and he really helps me with that type of stuff. And I guess more with the knowledge part of the game as well, and all the little smarts that you can get an advantage here and there. So he's one I really like to lean on, and we work well together in midfield.